What's up guys, this is Engineer Jack. So for this problem, we will use double integration method to solve the following. We have a simple beam here with pin connection at A and roller support at D. As you can see, meron tayong 30 kips concentrated load located at point B, and we have a line load distributed at segment CD, which is 2 kips per foot. So for this problem, the material used is meron tayong E of 30 million PSI or modulus of elasticity, and we have also the moment of inertia, which is 300 inch to the fourth. Now for this problem, we will determine the following. Number 1, we will determine the slope at D using double integration method. Number 2, we will locate the maximum deflection and from at A. And for number 3, we will determine the maximum deflection for this beam. So first step guys is we will first determine the reactions for the beam. So as you can see, nakalculate ko na, and we have a reaction at D which is 24 kips, and we have also a reaction at A which is 26 kips. Then after that, magkakat tayo. As you can see, yung origin natin lagi na nakalocate at the leftmost part ng structure natin, and niligay ko at point A. And dito nakalagay yung y-axis, and the neutral axis of the beam is considered as the x-axis. So dapat, from the y-axis, dyan tayo maglocate ng value ng x kung saan tayo nag-cut. So dito ako guys nag-cut, and after cutting at that point, the location of that cutting plane is x from the origin, which is at A. And yung location ng loadings natin, which is 30 kips, that is x minus 6 from B to the cutting plane. And we have also x minus 10, the distance na nakat natin sa line load. Then, after that, we will determine now the bending moment equation. We have m equals to EI y double prime, that is equals to, first, the 26 kips multiplied by the distance x from the cutting plane, minus we have 30 kips, the distance from the cutting plane, that is x minus 6, and we have also the line load, which is 2, multiplied by yung distance niya is x minus 10, multiplied by half of that, so square na lang natin to, multiplied by 1/2. Then next, we will integrate. So after integrating, we get the slope now, that is 13x squared, kasi we will divide 2, minus, this will become 15, multiplied by x minus 6 squared. So this becomes x minus 10 na lang, kasi cancel yung 2, this x minus 10 squared na lang. So this becomes, pag integrate natin, magkakaroon tayo ng 1/3, x minus 10 cube, then we have a C1, the first arbitrary constant. Next, integrate ulit natin, we have EI, y equals to, this becomes 13 over 3, x cube, this becomes divide 3 then, so we have 5 multiplied by x minus 6 cube, minus, this becomes fourth na, so mag-divide din tayo ng 4, this becomes 1 over 12, x minus 10 raised to 4, plus C1x plus C2. Kung nasaan yung supports natin, yung deflections doon is 0. So, at reaction, meron tayong reaction at or support at A, and that's located at x equals 0, yung deflection doon is 0 din. And at x equals to 20 feet, or yung location ng reaction or roller at D, that is at 20 feet from A, yung deflection din doon is 0. So, first, unahin muna natin yung values ng x equals to 0 and y equals to 0. So, kukopyahin lang natin itong equation, or substitute tayo agad to get the values. So, EI times multiplied by 0, we get 0 equals, this becomes also 0, minus 0, kasi 0, yes, meron tayong value negative, pero ang rule class, kung hindi pa natin dadaanan guys yung load, kasi at x equals to 0, hindi pa natin dadaanan itong 30 kips. That's why we will use 0 then here. This becomes also 0 kasi hindi pa dinaanan yung 2 kips per feet. And at x is 0, we get this 0. So finally, we have a value of C2, which is C2 equals to 0. Next, we will use the second boundary conditions. At x equals to 20, y equals to 0, what is the value of C1? So ito yung naman determine natin. So just substitute the values. We have 0 equals to 13 over 3, 20 cube minus 5. So this becomes 20 minus 6, that is 14 cube, minus 1 over 12. This becomes 20 minus 10, that is 10 na lang, raised to 4, plus C1 multiplied by 20. So use your calculators, we get this value of C1, that is, the value of C1, that is negative 3017 all over 3. So finally, the final equation now for the slope and the deflection, we have EI y prime, that is 13x squared minus 15x minus 6 squared minus 1 over 3 x minus 10 cube. We have a C1 of negative 3017 over 3. And now the value for EIY for the deflection, that is 13 over 3 x cube minus 5x minus 6 cube minus 1 over 12 x minus 10 raised to 4 minus 3017 over 3x, that is C1, and the value of C2 is 0. So this is your final equations. Now, after natin makuha guys yung equations, finally, we can get the values for this following. First, we will determine the slope at D. So as you can see, yung location ng D natin, that is located 20 feet from A. So just substitute the value of x for this equation. So we have EI, y prime equals to 13, 20 squared minus 15. This becomes 14 squared minus 1 over 3. This becomes 10 na lang, 20 minus 10. Cube minus 3017 over 3. That is the value of C1. So now the value for the slope, that is, so we have a value of 921 and meron yung unit skip square foot. That's your slope. So since meron tayong value of EI, just substitute the values. So finally, y prime or the slope at D, that is 921 kips square foot. And we have a value of E, that is 30 million PSI, or pwede naman natin sabihin that is 30,000 K per square inch. Para makancel natin yung kips. And multiplied by the value of I, that is 300 inch to the fourth. So since this is inch, dapat yung square foot natin, dapat yung numerator natin should be also consistent. Dapat mag-multiply tayo ng 12 inch din per 1 foot and dapat naka-square. So finally, magka-cancel dito yung square foot. Magka-cancel dito yung square inch. So we have square inch sa denominator. And sa numerator, we have square inch din. So as you can see, yung magiging units natin dito is naka-rad. So we have a slope at D that is 0.014736 rad. So kung gusto nyo naka-degrees, just multiply 180 degrees, that is pi rad. So magka-cancel out yung rad. The slope at D in terms of degrees, that is 0.84 degrees. So this is your answer for number 1. So after determining guys the slope at D, we will now locate the maximum deflection. So nakuha natin kanina yung equation for the slope and for the deflection. So as you can see here sa video, na-drawing ko na class yung elastic curve, and to determine the maximum deflection, just draw a point kung nasaan nakalocate yung minimum point or yung lowest point of the elastic curve, and just draw a tangent line there, and dapat yung tangent line natin is 0 degrees yung slope. So as you can see, this is horizontal, kaya aalamin natin kung nasan po ba yung location nito from the pin support at A. So to solve this guys, we will use this equation. We will equate this 0 degrees. Just calculate the value of x using this equation. We get the value of x. So we have 0 equals to 13x squared, inequate natin sa 0 slope, minus 15x minus 6 squared, minus 1 over 3x minus 10, cube minus 30 over 17 over 3. So pag nag-shift solve tayo, yung mga calculate natin for this equation, that is, yung calculate natin for x, that is 9.61 meters. Meaning, hindi siya umabot at point C, where yung point C nakalocate sa gitna ng beam natin. Hindi din natin naabot yung line load, which is 2 kip per feet, which is this value. So, pag nag-shift solve tayo guys dito for this equation, mas better kung i-neglect natin yung value na 1/3 multiplied by x minus 10 times raised to 3, kasi hindi pa natin nadaanan dito yung loading na line load. So, i-resolve natin using calculator, equate natin 0, pero this time, ika-cancel natin yung 1/3 x minus 10 raised to 3. And pag tinanggal nyo yun, and yung makukuha natin is the same pa rin, pero may discrepancy of 0.001. So, syempre, pag nag-round off tayo ng 2 decimal, we also get 9.61 meters. So, this is your answer for question number 2. Now, after natin ma-determine, guys, yung value of x or the location of the maximum deflection, just substitute this value to the equation natin for the deflection. So, finally, we have EI, y, equals to 13 over 3. We have value of x that is 9.61 meters cube. I suggest yung 9.61, dapat naka-store yan sa calculator natin para for accuracy. Minus 5, open parenthesis, that is 9.61 minus 6 cube din. So as you can see, at 9.61 na value, hindi pa dito dinaanan yung value na 2 kips per feet. So ika-cancel out natin itong 1 over 12 x minus 10 raised to 4 sa calculations natin. So tutuloy lang tayo sa equation na C1, we have 30, 17 over 3 x, that is 9.61. So finally, the deflection EIY equals to, that is negative 6053.837 kips cubic foot. So finally, we have the maximum deflection, that is negative 6053.837 kips cubic foot. Yung denominator natin, we have a value of E, that is 30 million PSI, or that's also 30,000 KSI or kips per square inch. And yung I natin, that is also 300 inch to the fourth. So since may cubic foot tayo, just like kanina, mag-multiply tayo ng 12 inch per 1 foot and dapat naka-cube. Then, i-cancel out natin yung mga units. So, we have kips, numerator and denominator. We have cancel out yung square inch. Ang may iwan sa denominator is square inch. We have also cancel out yung cubic foot. And yung may iwan sa numerator is cubic inch. And cancel out naman natin. So, finally, we have a value of units that is inch. So, finally, the value of the maximum deflection that is negative 1.16 inch. So, meaning ng negative, yung deflection natin is going downward. So, pwede natin ito i-write that is also 1.16 inch downward. And this is your answer for number 3. So, that's it guys. Thank you very much for watching. This is Engineer Jack and have a good day.